Every night feels the same, but I still wait just in case tomorrow is different.
So the first thing we need to do is we want to come to this website called Higgsfield.ai. And Higgsfield is a platform that gives you a lot of tools that you can use at once to create highly quality videos for different purposes. So if you come to images here, you even have different tools that you can use to create images. If you come to video, you have different tools that you can use to create videos. You can upscale videos, you can create UGC videos, and a whole lot of that. You can even edit. If you have a video, you can come here, you can edit your videos using different features from here. So here we even have the Nano Banana Pro, we have the clean motion control, we have skin enhancer, AI stylist, we even have relight and all of that. You can create characters. If you come to characters, you can do face swap, character swap, and a whole lot of things. But what I basically want to do in this video is to show you how we created the video that we did using just a single static image. And we are going to do this using a prompt that I have created. So this prompt is going to guide us, and we can do this using 3 different tools inside of Higgsfield AI. The first tool is to generate the image that we want. So you can do this in a number of ways. You can use other image generation tools if you wanted, but Higgsfield actually allows you to generate images and then use these images to generate the video. So I have this prompt here that I actually got from ChatGPT, and you can use this prompt if you want. I'll put it in the description, but this is a very simple prompt. So I am going to copy that prompt and I'm going to come back to Higgsfield.ai. The first thing I want to do is actually to generate the image. So I come to image and I want to use the Google Nano Banana Pro. So this is the model we use to generate the image. So I'm going to click on this one. So this is the part where we can use the Google Nano Banana. So I've selected the Google Nano Banana Pro. I can select the image. So because we want to do a cinematic kind of video, we need this image to be in a landscape format. So here you can select the quality of the image. So if you click on it, you can select the one you want. So you can do 4K if you wanted. I'm just going to keep it at 1K or even 2K. So let's use 2K in this case. So you can select the batch size, how many you want it to generate. One is okay. And you can draw if you want, but we are not going to do that. So we are just going to first generate the images. So our image is ready and we can directly animate it from here if we wanted. But what we are going to do is we are just going to download this image. If you do not like this image, of course, you can try another prompt to get exactly what you want. So we've downloaded this image and we want to turn it into a simple cinematic video. So to do that, we want to use another feature from Higgsfield AI. So the next feature is the Cinema Studio. So what we want to do basically is we want to use the image that we just created and turn it into a video. So we have this prompt here that we can use to basically animate our picture and turn it into a video. So I'm going to copy this prompt and I want to come back to Higgsfield. So here I now want to go to videos and I can select the various video models that they have. So they have different video model. They have the Cinema Studio Video, Sora, sedans, and van. They have Kling 2.6. This one comes with audio and Kling, the motion control and all of that. So I'm going to use the Cinema Studio for this because this is purely dedicated to the cinema feature. So I'm going to select this one. So here I want to use the image that we just generated. So you can upload an image, give it a style, and it will be ready to go. So here I want to now upload my image. So you come here, you click on this image part, and you can upload the image. I've just added the picture that we generated right here, and this is also the prompt that we want to use for it to animate it and turn it into a cinematic video. So we have two ways to do this. We can disable this audio for now because we have a separate prompt for the audio. All right, or you can join the prompts together. So down here I have a different prompt for the audio, so you can add this prompt together with this. So you can either turn off the audio for now and do it on its own, or you can turn it on. But turning it on, I did not actually give it what the audio should say, so probably it's just going to give it like a background sound and all of that. So I'm going to leave it to clink 2.6, and the duration here I set it to 10 seconds, and the aspect ratio is automatic because we use this image, so it has to be a landscape for it to get it. And then once you're ready, you just click on generate. So it actually does something different, or that's because I selected a different template here, but it actually does translate it well. So let's just play it so you see what it did before I change it to actually what I wanted to do. So this is actually very good because it does it using just this template here. So now I am going to basically just download this one, and this wasn't even my plan, but I like it, so I'm going to download it, keep it, and then we are going to change this one. I've decided to try something a bit different, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change this effects here. So I come here, I click on change, and then I have the option to use something like this. So I like this aerial pullback, but you have a lot of them that you can use, and it's basically just translates it much better for you. All right, so you have them across. You can come to effects and you see other effects right here. See other effects that you can use. You can come to viral, and you see viral effects that you can also use. You can come to UGC and you see the UGC kind of effects that you can use. So I'm going to keep it to all, and I'm going to use a very simple one, which is this aerial pullback. So if I'm going to use this area pullback, it simply means I have to now give it my audio prompt. So this audio is going to, should be able to say something now. So I want to come back to my prompts. I come back here. I'm just going to copy this audio. So this audio basically is what I want this guy to say. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to paste it. This is going to be the prompt, and the audio is turned on, and it should be able to use the Clink 2.6 that has audio to make this guy say something. So it's going to change. This is the effect we are going to use, the cinematic effect that we are going to use. After that, you want to click on generate. So again, it is done. So let's see if it actually does get what we want now. So let's play.
Every night feels the same, but I still wait just in case tomorrow is different.
So it does an incredible job, and it actually did get the audio clear, and it says everything I want it to say in the right frame. And it also does the camera angle thing where it covers it from the ground up, and as you can see, it's very, very cinematic because it shows the entire video and the entire area, which is quite lovely. You can see the lighting, you can see the details, you can see a whole lot of things. And yeah, this is how you can use this tool to use just a static image to create a cinematic video using just a simple prompt. So this tool is going to be helpful for you if you're a YouTuber and you don't want to be editing videos constantly, or you are a marketer, you are a content creator and stuff like that. So if you want to try this tool, I'm going to put a link in the description, and you can use it to create videos like this. So if I'm okay with this, I'm just going to click on download, and this video will be downloaded and ready to go. If I am not okay, I can actually rerun it, but I am very okay with this. I hope this video was helpful. Please like the video. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section. My name is Noel, and I'll see you in my next videos.